The law of nature is fixed principles enacted by God that govern His creation. This has made the world, this has made the without form and void earth habitable. So, inaayos po ng Diyos. So, para maiayos ng Diyos, kinakailangan maglagay siya ng isang batas. And that is what we call the principles or the law of nature. Okay? In Genesis chapter 1 verse 6 says, "Let there be firmament in the midst of the waters. Let it divide the waters from the waters." How can you divide the waters? Sino makapag-divide sa atin? Nobody. But God can. Diba? So pag nanood po kayo sa YouTube, marami po kayo mapakita at pinakikita. Yung tubig alat ay yung tubig taban, nagtatagpo pero hindi nagkatalo. And that is the principle of the law of nature. And that is enacted by God. Mapapansin po natin, kakaya mo bang ipapaipanik ang tubig sa ibabaw ng bundok nang wala kang pump? Hindi. God is able. Mapapansin po natin, mula sa dagat, sa ilalim ng dagat ng lupa, papanik po sa ibabaw ng bundok, lalabas, bababas. That is the law of nature. Okay? So, doon sa Proverbs chapter 8, verse 29, when He assigned to the sea its limits, so that the waters would not transgress His command, when He marked out the foundation of the earth. Oh, the foundation po pala ang earth. So, kaya nga pag lumilin doon, di ba, lumulubog ang lupa? Bakit po? Nagiging yung foundation sa ilalim. Job 26 verse 7, He stretched out the north over the empty space. He hangs the earth on nothing. Oh, paano mo mailangan isang bagay nang wala tali? Meron tayong malitan, meron yung parang as may bola, iilipan mo, aangat yung, diba? Aangat yung bola. So, masususpend yung bola because of the force, the energy given as caused by the blowing. Diba? So, meron force. So, the earth is being held by some kind of force. It is being held in place by kind of force. And that force is the law of nature. So, meron pong tinatawag na govern ang Diyos para po ilagay sa ayos ang lahat ng bagay dito sa lupa para ito'y matirahan ng tao. Then He got that created. After sa ayos niya ang lahat ng bagay, hindi ka niyang huli ang tao. Pansin natin, hindi ka niyang huli ang tao. Bakit? Sapagkat ready na po ang lahat ng bagay para maganggap. Ready na akong timera dyan, tapos na yan eh. Diba? Bumuti na ako. So, ganun po ang nangyari. So, nilikha ng Diyos ang tao, He made the natural of law. Law of nature refers to the principles that govern all things that around us. But the natural, or the principle of the natural law is different. Natural law is a universal ethical principle. The system of right and wrong inherent in nature to human nature. It reflects God's character and moral nature. Ano ba, pag nagkaanak po tayo? Kapag ang bata, lumalaki, palamura, palaaway, that is the character of the parents. Tama? Agree kayo, no? Character po ng tao yan. Character ng magulang yan. Kapag ang bata, lumaki ba, nagkaanak at ang bata, lumalaki, sinasaway mo. Yung pagsaway mo, that is your character. So kung paano po natin pinalalaki ang ating anak, that is the visibility of our own character. Yan po tayo, yan po yung character ng magulang. Diba? Kaya pag sinabi mo sa anak, huwag ka magnanakaw, anak, huwag ka magmumura, anak, huwag. So that is your character. So pinapasa ko ay yung character by the means of the law. By the means of the law. That is what happened with man. When God created man, He created man according to His image. God created man His own image. In the image of God, He created him. It is the capacity to understand God's attributes, order, justice, goodness. His laws are written in their heart. So nandoon po yun. Kaya nga po, kahit na po saan po tayo pumunta, bawal po ang pumatay, bawal ang manakit sa iyong kapwa. Because that is the law. That is the natural law written in the heart of man. And that is explained by the Apostle Paul in Romans chapter 2 verse 15, who said, who shows the work of the law written in their hearts, where their conscience also bearing witness. So meron pong full idea si Apostol Pablo pagdating po doon sa book of Genesis. Full po ang kanya understanding pagdating po doon sa Pentateuch. Okay? Kaya nga Paul explained the concept of natural law, also called universal moral law, as having its roots in the biblical account as he understood it. Kaya po yung mga sadagis na isabi nila, pwede ba pumatay niya? Hindi pa. Yan ang patunay na umiiral para sa mga kautusan. Saan ba nakasulat ang huwag kang papatay? Kanya sa pagkautusan, sa patunay. So umiiral pa. Hindi nila nakikita yung natural law na yung kautusan na susulat sa puso ng tao. Kaya nga sabi doon ng Apostol si Pablo sa Romans chapter 3, who showed the work of the law written in their hearts. So, ang mga Hudyo, meron silang 10 kautusan na kasulat sa bato, at ang mga Hentil, merong puso, yung 10 kautusan dito, yun na nakasulat sa kanilang puso. So, the law is the reflection of the moral law of God. So, pag pumasok po tayo sa pag-aaral ng tinatawag ni Exodus chapter 20, mas makikita po natin dito kung ano ang kabuluhan ng 10 kautusan sa atin sa panahon. Laki na, kasi po masyadong maraming nagtuturo ng 10 kautusan pero mali po yung kanilang pananaw pagdating po sa aklat ng Romans, Galatians, at Hebrew. So, restore to the image of God. So, habang ang tao po'y lumalaki, no? Kagaya po ng binanggit, doon sa aklat ng Genesis chapter 6 verse 5, at doon sa aklat ng Genesis chapter 8 verse 21, kung di ako nagkakamali, 21 or 20. A child sin as he grows, erasing God's law from the heart and writing sins instead. So, ito po yung binabanggit doon sa Jeremiah chapter 17. Kinuha po natin ito bilang 10. The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron, with the point of a diamond, it is engraved on the tablet of their heart. Kaya nga pagdating po doon sa mga kasulatan sa Lumang Tipan, mapapansin po, marami po din sinasabi, ang iyong kautusan ay nasa aking puso. Isulat mo sa aking puso ang iyong kautusan. And that is a statement of restoration and repentance. Okay? At baptism, a man is restored to the image of God. Put on the human who is renewed in knowledge according to the image of Him who created him. That is going back in Genesis chapter 1 verse 27. So, ibinabalik tayo sa dati nating kalalagayan. Christ died on the cross, that is to restore everything in order. The same thing before Adam and Eve sinned. Okay? So, yan po is Colossians chapter 3 verse 10. Sabi na, Apostol Pablo, put on the new man who is renewed in knowledge according to the image of Him who created him. Okay? So, ibinabalik po tayo doon na kung saan yung tinatawag ng kautusan ng Diyos ay nakasulat sa ating puso. Kaya namin nagtatanong doon sa aklat ng Genesis, pinatay ni Cain si Abel. Saan siya nagkasala? May utos na bang huwag kang papatay? Meron na? Meron na po. Nasa puso na. Kinuha ng hari ng Ehipto yung asawa ni Abraham. Kaya kanyang kaming asawa.